Genesis. Hey, what's up? It's Genesis, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be documenting the time I went on the radio in person for the first time about 2 weeks ago. For a little bit of context, we'll have to go way back to 2020 at peak boredom times in the house. My brother and I always loved music. He loved to write, draw, act and perform, and he was overall a creative person like me. And although I've been making music since 2014, we've never really tried putting our minds together to make our own songs. We both love many genres, but the ones that connect us the most are hip-hop, jazz, and R&B. I remember when we both had an album listening party together for the first time, and it was a collaboration between two of our greatest inspirations, mine being Knowledge and his being Anderson .Paak. They formed a duo called No Worries, and they had their debut album called Yes Lord, released in 2016, and that album changed our lives. We were so inspired and got straight into making tunes together, and it was quite a rocky start as it was hard to communicate our ideas to each other as he was new to the whole process of making music. But we eventually finished and released our first song, Achilles Heel, on the 21st of November 2020, and that day marked the start of GWAPO. 4 years pass and we only managed to make one more song, Phone Number, and this was because we were both going through a lot of work in our studies, and also partly because we both felt like those songs weren't us at our full potential. However, just before Valentine's Day of this year, we made something special. Origami Roses was our first single that skyrocketed compared to the other two singles we had. After seeing this, we've been releasing a single every single month, eventually leading to an album due to release before the end of this year. We've also been submitting these singles to BBC Introducing, which highlights local underground artists to the masses. And each song we've sent has never been declined so far, and we were even on Song of the Day at some point. And that led us to this very moment, travelling to the BBC station in Middlesbrough to have a whole interview and performance radio segment live. If you're enjoying this video and our music so far, consider checking us out. We're GWAPO on all music platforms, and I've just made a YouTube channel to eventually post some stuff on. Feel free to subscribe to both our channels, links in the top right or description below. Back to the vlog. While on the way there, I also managed to make a quick sampled boom bap beat. Once we touched down, we had to quickly get some food before it was go time. As soon as we left the train station and began making our way, we were greeted with an almost derelict shopping district, which we found interesting yet quite unsettling. And coincidentally enough though, my brother, Raven, also found a Wendy's in there, so we got our scram. It's dead as fuck, you know. It's so empty right now. Are you kidding me? Quick Wendy's, yeah? Quick Wendy's, yeah? Oi. While we were eating, we both started to get quite nervous.
Yeah, baby.
This would define our next milestone, so we could not mess this up. We arrived and we briefly had a quick practice session before it was time to go on air. I'll be showing a few minutes of the show, but if you want to hear the full thing, it'll be in the GWAPO YouTube channel. You know where the links are.
Anna Blaze, Girl I Know on BBC, introducing North East. Now, with a range of talent coming out of the North East, our next guests are known for their dynamic production and their exciting blending of genres. GWAPO, made up of brothers Raven and Genesis, have been releasing their music since lockdown, creating a nostalgic yet contemporary vibe, and are showing no signs of slowing down yet. They join me this evening in the studio. GWAPO.
Hello.
How are you both feeling?
How you doing?
Ooh, yeah, feeling great. Feeling wonderful. And I'm not nervous at all.
You're not nervous at all. I can tell. I can totally tell. So glad that you're both in the studio with me now. Your backstory's so interesting. Let's go right back to the start. How did the journey in music begin?
Well, I mean, if we go all the way back to the beginning, I was, my parents were in a band together, and basically our lives were just surrounded by music. We went to church, they did band, we did karaoke, but we didn't really actually start making music until around lockdown. We got really bored, and we just decided, why not? Let's just throw something together.
Yeah,
and we just enjoyed it so much that we just kept going. Well, especially this year, because I don't know. I've got a story to tell, I guess.
Yeah. You've got stuff to say.
Yeah.
Have your parents ever critiqued your music?
Oh, yeah. Straight to the point, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. Yeah, my parents were very, very, very constructive. I'm joking. I'm messing around. They're lovely towards our music. They're very supportive.
Well, I'm glad they were constructive. I know the pressure's on when both your parents were in a band together. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
So the standards are high already.
Yeah.
And they were amazing. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
really. We have to get some music in so we can listen to it. Both being born in the Philippines, how was the music scene there in comparison to the UK music scene?
Oh, well, everyone in the Philippines, you just walk down the street, go into the pub, and apparently everyone can sing. So it's crazy. There's a karaoke machine in every house. So, yeah. It's mostly R&B there, yeah. So like ballads, love songs, yeah. So why not bring that?
So singing is a huge part of life from the get-go in the Philippines.
Absolutely, yeah.
I loved it. How was it moving to Newcastle at a young age? Newcastle, known for its character and its energy. How was the transition from the Philippines to Newcastle?
Oh, it was kind of, I would say, seamless. Really, it just felt like I just moved location. Technically, that's
Down the road.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know, because we've been here for most of our lives. Really, I've been here since 2005. We've both been here since 2005.
Yeah.
So I feel both British and Filipino in a way.
It totally makes sense. Absolutely. And how has it been in a band as brothers? Do you feel like it's brought you closer as a pair?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Before, we don't really talk. We're not much talkers. I don't sound like it right now because I'm proper yapping. But like, music is the one thing that really brought us together, especially in 2016. Was when we first heard, what was it? No Worries.
No Worries with
Yes, Lord.
The
Oh
album.
my God.
Oh my days.
Now we every week we spend like so much time just making music and buying vinyl and just listening.
Yeah.
Listening to music. It's great.
Our wallets are dead from that vinyl.
You've got this love for music and it runs in the family. So it's in there. It's in your blood, isn't it, really? I want to hear it. Let's get into the first song of the evening, and we're gonna play a little game after that called genre.
Take your time.
It's called Genre Jam.
Genre Jam.
Okay. Shouldn't have been that hard to say. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We'll get into that. I'll tell you the details of that shortly. But what song will you be playing for us first on BBC Introducing Northeast?
We'll be playing Origami Roses.
Oh, I love this song as well as the other ones. But if you've just tuned in, we have GWAPO, the brothers from the Philippines, now residing in Newcastle, in session. They're going to provide that silky smooth sound that we need on this show. So let's go for it. GWAPO in session. This is one of their singles, Origami Roses.
Ready? We look so good on paper, baby, but I can't put my finger on what's wrong. Almost folded for your loving, babe. And though I like to simmer on it, but these mountains, valleys in my conscience, I know you're holding back. Just tell me what you want. Listen to your heart, 'cause if it ain't real, you'll tear us both apart. You give me origami roses, so paper thin the way you're loving me, so beautiful and yet so fragile, babe. Ain't no replacement for the real thing. Crafted imitation, is it more than what it is? Ba-da-da-da-da. between the sheets, put the pressure on, lying on my body where you belong. And this could bloom into a kusudama, but you ain't honest with yourself, and I won't condone it. I want you on 100, a base to grow from, yeah. Tell me what you want, babe. Listen to your heart, 'cause if it ain't real, you'll tear us both apart. You give me origami roses, so paper thin the way you're loving me, so beautiful and yet so fragile, babe. Ain't no replacement for the real thing. Crafted imitation, is it more than what it is?
GWAPO!
Thank you.
Live on BBC, introducing Northeast. Oh, silky smooth, guys. Come
Thank you very much.
I'm loving those vibes. I actually believe that we haven't had something quite like this.
Really?
On our live sessions, yeah. Actually,
Wow.
no one's bringing that silky smooth vocals and the guitar. Oh my god, brilliant! A part of me was we have really stripped you guys back in terms of what you do on track as well, because I'm hearing keys, I'm hearing all sorts going off.
Yeah.
Once we were done, we had to get out as fast as we can because we had to catch the train, which was due in 15 minutes after we ended. We legged it and managed to get onto the station on time, but we got on the wrong platform, and in order to change platforms at the station, we had to go underground and pass underneath the tracks to the next platform. And unfortunately, due to that minor mistake, we missed the train and we had to wait for the next one. It didn't take long for the next one to show up, thankfully, and once we got on, I gave myself a few minutes to cool down from sweating and running everywhere before setting up our laptop and sketching out 2 more ideas. And just like that, we got home safe and sound. Once again, big thanks to Shaq, Jordan and Cam from BBC Tees for the amazing opportunity. Huge thanks to my brother for believing in me, and massive thanks to you for watching this video.
Made it back home, baby.
Made it back home. I'd like to give a big ups to Devin Bloodsworth for being my tier 2 patron member. And I'd also like to shout out Zomblin, Delta Rose, Lizard, and iWrite for being my highest tier patrons. You're absolute legends. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like and sub to buff my algorithm RNG, leave a comment if you have something to say, and maybe shout out to someone you think would find this useful. You can further support me by checking out all my links in the description below. This includes my Discord, Patreon, merch, and other social medias. Once again, thanks a lot for watching, and stay creative. See you in a bit.